Hi, Leah, Salmon, the Natural You Coach here. And today, firstly, I wanted to show you my favourite earrings. I love big earrings. I'm like Pat Butcher from EastEnders. I love big earrings. And these are my favourite colours, this favourite colour combination here. In fact, if you're coming to the Naturally You Day on the 14th of July in Stonebridge Park, then you're going to see balloons, lots of red, gold and green balloons. And I got these in Luton Market for either £8 or £12. It's a bargain. Okay, but today, more than my earrings, I wanted to talk to you a bit about some ways that you can naturally boost your energy. So one of the things that I get asked very often is, how do you find the time to do everything that you have to do in your life? You homeschool, you run your own business, you look after your house. How do you find the energy to do it all? Or, where do you find the time to do it all? Now, we've all got the same amount of hours in the day, but not all of us are as productive for all of those hours in the day as others. And sometimes that's just because we haven't worked out the best ways to naturally boost our energy. And we might have resorted to using artificial means to boost your energy, like having coffee or energy drinks and things like that, which can give you an energy boost, but then it can also subsequently give you a big dip in your energy, which just makes you completely unproductive for the rest of the day. So the most natural things that you can do to boost your energy are, firstly, getting more sleep. In fact, there's loads of ways, but I'm just going to be talking about a few today. The first thing that you can do is get more sleep. Now, you'd be surprised the amount of people that ask how I find the energy to do everything that I need to do. And when I ask them, well, how much sleep are you getting? And they might tell me 3 or 4 or 5 hours of sleep. Some people even say 6. And I said, okay, well, do you feel rested when you wake up? And are you productive throughout the whole day and throughout the evening? And do you have the energy to do the things that you need to do? And they say no. So I'll ask, why are you only giving yourself that amount of sleep? Sometimes it's due to circumstance. They might be, breastfeeding through the night, or they might have job that lasts late into the evening or something like that. But other times I've heard from several people that they've heard or they've been advised that they should only be getting 3 to 4 hours of sleep a night. That's what healthy people do. Now, if you're getting 3 to 4 hours of sleep and you're super productive all day, you don't get sick, you don't feel depressed, you don't have sugar cravings, your weight you're able to maintain your weight easily, and you're doing well, you're in a vital state, and you're only getting 3 to 4 hours sleep, then obviously 3 to 4 hours sleep is working well for you. If you're getting 3 to 4 hours of sleep, or 5 hours or 6 hours, and you feel tired for most of the day, you have low energy levels, you get sugar cravings. And the reason I mention sugar cravings or sugar imbalances is because there's research that shows that when you don't get enough sleep, it affects your blood sugar levels to the point where your blood sugar levels can actually look like those of someone who is pre-diabetic, which means that if their imbalances get any worse, they will be classified as being diabetic. And that's just from not getting enough sleep, which is why when some people are able to get more sleep, their blood sugar levels or their cravings, which is their cravings for sugar, which can be due to imbalances in their blood sugar levels, go away, or they're lessened when they're getting adequate amounts of sleep. There's, in fact, a whole book dedicated to the repercussions of not getting enough sleep called Lights Out, by a woman called T.S. Wiley, who goes into depth about the different kind of imbalances that can happen in you when you're not getting enough sleep. So yeah, there are some people who are super productive with that amount of sleep, but if you're not one of those people, then one of the things you can start doing is to increase the amount of sleep that you're getting. We live in a society in an age where technology can keep you awake 24 hours if you want to, whereas our ancestors would have moved more in tune with the sun. When the sun went down, apart from lighting a campfire and telling stories or doing some small bits of work, for the most part we retired when the sun went down. And when the sun rose, we didn't need alarm clocks. The fact that the sun rose, the energies from the sun and the light from the sun is what woke us up in the morning without alarm clocks. And some people can get themselves into a pattern. I know I certainly have got myself into the pattern where I've actually rise with the sun. I don't need an alarm clock. I don't need an alarm clock because I've got children who wake up at in my opinion, crazy times. But that's because I go to bed at crazy times. So, but I will wake up even before them. If for some reason they've had a late night and they wake up late, when the sun comes through the curtains, that's what wakes me up for the most part. And people can get themselves into a pattern where they are back in tune with nature, even though they're living in, you know, society and they've got lights and alarm clocks and all those types of things. So getting back to a state where you sleep, and that's what gives you, that's what you know, you sleep enough so that you feel energized, as opposed to not getting enough sleep and then using artificial things to give you energy boosts. So that is one of the best ways that you can boost your energy levels naturally, by just using sleep. Now, some people can even be completely re-energized by just having a power nap. I remember I watched an episode of Oprah years ago, and she was talking about how vital it is to have like a 10 or 12 minute power nap, because if you sleep more than that, you get into the second stage of sleep, and that's where you sleep more deeply. And if you break your sleep when you get into the second stage, you'll wake up feeling less energized. But if you have just 10 to 12 minutes, then you feel energized. Now, I'm sure this is going to be different for different people, but I know, for example, I do really well. If I have a nap during the day, then I can go longer through the evening and feel more energized as I'm working, as opposed to trying to, you know, struggling to keep my eyes open and I'm trying to work. Other people do not do well with naps at all. And in fact, if I remember correctly, in the book Lights Out that I was just talking about, she doesn't even recommend naps during the day. She just says wake with the sun, go to sleep shortly after the sun's gone down. So in the winter, you would be getting a lot more sleep because there's a lot more hours of darkness. In the summer, you can stay up a lot later because the sun is up longer. Now, if you're one of those people that does well with a power nap, then by all means, if you can fit a power nap in, if if having a nap for you gives you more energy, then do that. If you're not one of the people that does well on a power nap, like my sister says that if she has a power nap, she wakes up grumpy and it just ruins the rest of her day. If she goes to sleep, she just wants to sleep. So if you're one of those people, then you need to try and adjust your life so that you're either able to wake up later or you're going to bed earlier. So those are some natural ways that you can use just sleep to improve and boost your energy. This has been Leah, Salmon, the Naturally You Coach. Please like, share and subscribe to share this video and subscribe to my channel. If you're in London, I'd love to see you down at the Naturally You Day, which is my first ever live event. I'm so excited. And I'm super excited because the first venue we had it in, we went to go and see it, and it was actually too small. Which is exciting because I would just be overjoyed if there were more than 30 people that turned up to my first event. But in fact, there are already quite a few people who have got themselves a free ticket, and we've got some great companies coming down to exhibit their products, and got some wonderful people coming to speak and share information with you about natural health and all those types of things. So if you are in London, or if you're in the UK, or if you want to come to the UK, do come around the 14th of July 2013, and you can go to thenaturallyyouday.com to book your free ticket. So even though it's a free event and you can turn up whenever you can just turn up on the day, I would love it if you registered to get a free ticket, so that firstly I know how many people are coming roughly, so I can accommodate you guys, and secondly, if you do book yourself a free ticket, then you will get, if you're one of the first 100 people, right now, if you're one of the first 100 people, it might go up. But yeah, right now, if you're one of the first 100 people, you will also get a goodie bag on entry that's got free samples from some of our event sponsors. So that's thenaturallyyouday.com. I hope you find these tips useful. Please post comments down below the video to let me know what you thought of the video, and if you used any of the tips, if they helped, and let me know if you're going to be coming to the Natural You Day as well. Take care. Have a wonderful day. It's been Leah, Salmon, the Natural You Coach. Take care. Stay healthy.